Have you ever noticed that some people seem to effortlessly move through life as if success, ease, and opportunities just follow them, while others struggle no matter how hard they work? Well, we call these people lucky. But what if I tell you the difference is not luck at all, but it's the inner world? You see, the reality is this: your inner world, like your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, and your subconscious patterns, directly shapes your outer world. That's your experiences, your results, your relationships, and even circumstances you see in your daily life. So when you consistently hold a certain energy, belief, or perspective inside of you, it naturally manifests outside. For example, if you believe that success is hard and that life has to be a struggle, well, unconsciously, you will make choices, you will react to situations, or you will create routines that reinforce that struggle. Conversely, if you shift your inner world to one where success can be easier, aligned, and even enjoyable, well, your energy, your decisions, and your outcomes will reflect that mindset. So the key is not forcing external results, but it's learning how to leverage the inner world to influence your outer world. So, how can you see this principle in action today? Well, here are three simple ways to test it for yourself and start consciously observing how your inner world shapes your reality. Number one, observe your thoughts and your mental focus. The first step is awareness. So take 5 to 10 minutes today to observe what dominates your mind. Like, what are you thinking about most? Are your thoughts filled with worry, stress, and scarcity? Or do they lean more toward possibility, growth, and alignment? Because your dominant thoughts influence the energy you carry in the way you perceive opportunities. So when your mind is focused on struggle, well, your actions and your attentions naturally follow that pattern, which reinforce difficulties in your life. But when your focus is on clarity, ease, and possibility, you start to notice opportunities and you take aligned actions without friction. And here's how you can test this for yourself. Let's say your dominant thoughts are usually anxious thoughts. Maybe thoughts like, things never work out for me. I'm running out of time. I don't know what I'm going to do. Those thoughts create tension in your body, like your heart beat faster, your chest tighten, and that tension sends signals to your nervous system that says, we are not safe. And once that happens, you become more reactive. You notice more problems than possibilities. You interpret neutral events as negative. Like, someone didn't reply to your email, you conclude that something must be wrong with you. So now, what do you think is going to happen? Well, your outer world starts matching your inner state. You actually start to see and experience more stress, more friction, and more limitation. But when you shift your thoughts, like if you take a moment to reframe the anxious thought, for example, instead of thinking things will not work out for me, you tell yourself, have handled things before and I can figure this out as well. You see, you reframe the thought. Now your body relaxes, your focus widens, you start noticing solutions, helpful people, or opportunities that were already there, but your anxious filter were hiding them. So that's the first proof that your inner world, your thoughts, is shaping your reality. The second way to prove that your inner world creates your reality is to track your emotional reactions. You see, your emotions are constant feedback from your inner world. Think of them as signposts that are pointing you directly to the beliefs you hold inside of you. So usually when you feel frustrated, irritated, or worried, Is this feeling truly about what's happening right now, or is it revealing a belief or story you've been carrying? Most emotional reactions are not caused by the event itself. It is triggered by how you interpret the event. For example, two people can experience the same situation, but one feels calm while the other one feels attacked because each one is projecting their own inner story onto the moment. So when you start to understand that, you catch yourself in real time and you start separating what's actually happening from what your inner narrative is adding to it. So here's how you can test it for yourself. Choose one emotional reaction today and consciously reframe it. Let's say you text someone and they didn't reply right away. Notice what happens inside of you. Maybe your mind starts racing. Like, did I say something wrong? Or why are they ignoring me? That reaction isn't coming from the situation itself. It's coming from a belief you have that says, I am dismissed or I am not important. But if you pause and reframe that and realize that they are probably just busy, you'll notice that you instantly, and I mean instantly, feel calmer. Or let's say your boss gives you feedback and your first reaction is to tense up. You immediately think, oh, I messed up, or they are disappointed. But when you breathe and ask, is that true? Or is it just an old story of I am not good enough? You'll immediately relax, you listen differently, and maybe you even see that the feedback is helpful. You see, in both scenarios, the external situation did not change, but your inner interpretation did. And that changed your experience of that situation completely. So that's proof your emotional world, not the event, was shaping your experience and setting the tone for your outer outcome. Proof number 3 that your inner world creates your reality is how the outer world responds to your inner state. Choose one situation today, a conversation, a meeting, or a small interaction. Then consciously decide to enter it with a shifted internal state. Like, just decide that you're gonna be calm, confident, positive, or aligned. Now observe the external response. You'll notice that people respond more positively or cooperatively. The circumstances flow more easily than usual. Unexpected opportunities or solutions appear. And this right there is a direct, observable proof that your inner state shapes your outer reality. When your energy, beliefs, and mindset change, the world around you responds differently. So, what are the key takeaways? Well, this process is not for you to force your outcomes or trying to control reality. It's for you to test, to observe, and to consciously shape your outer world. Meaning that those daily experiments, like noticing your thoughts, shifting your emotional responses, and taking aligned actions, will help you build awareness of how your beliefs and mindset shape your life. And the more you practice them, the more tangible proof you'll see. Because even the small internal shifts lead to noticeable external results. So the formula is inner shifts, external results, reinforced confidence, more intentional inner shifts. And what I like about this approach is that it puts you in the driver's seat of your own life. You stop waiting for external circumstances to change, and instead you start designing your own life from the inside out. So try it today. Observe your thoughts, track your emotional reactions, and take one small aligned action, and watch how your outer world begin to respond to the internal changes you are making. Thank you so much for watching this video today. My name is Darlene, If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe for more content like this one. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye bye.